two of the most absolutely gorgeously sexy faces you will ever see in your entire lives. Rob and Alan, Interrupted Tales, in the house. Gentlemen, I miss you. I love you. It's so good to see you.
Hello, how are you? We're so glad you could join us on our telecast. We're taking credit for all these donations that people have been nice enough. Thanks for handling it so far. All the work. You look good. You know, we wanted to have the face
We'll take it from here.
in front of the camera. We got it from here. Yeah,
We'll also
go
take the
get a drink.
funds. Do you? Okay, we'll just you Venmo it to us. That's cool.
Yeah, Venmo's cool.
I'm on top of it. I'll get that over to you. I'll let Gerald handle that. He won't mess that up, but for sure.
Now we just told him in the green room we are 100% on your side, Nick. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. He needs to
Just the
stand
worst.
down. It is
Just
unacceptable.
absolutely
Just let Nick do his thing, is what we said. Yeah.
For those who might not be aware out there, please let the people out there know what Interrupted Tales is all about.
Sure, it's a semi-regular podcast. New season's
some
coming.
Constipation issues
Yeah.
lately. It's been a little less regular than usual.
New season starts next month. Oh, you didn't know we were doing seasons? We are. I had a little hiatus. You know, needed some time to breathe.
You're on the Venture Brothers schedule.
Yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Did you hear about the movie we're going to be seeing
I'm
in
so
14 or
excited.
15 years?
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I'm
When I
sure.
retire.
So Interrupted Tales is a podcast where every episode, one of us will read an old, cheesy short story, and a variety of different genres, and the other person will interrupt with jokes and comments. It's like Mystery Science Theater 3000, but instead of using cheesy movies, we use cheesy short stories from old magazines.
Yeah, and also, I guess we compare ourselves to Mystery Science Theater 3000. No pressure.
We are. All I'm saying is we are just as good as a cult
exactly,
35-year-old TV show that everybody loves.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah, just as good.
Oh my lord! I know you gentlemen for sure have some stories to tell, so I will let you to it.
Okay, we do not have access to our normal sound clips because we didn't want Twitch's bots to take us down, even though we have full licenses for everything.
Right.
So Alan is going to now sing our theme tune.
Yeah. Uptown Funk, gonna give it to you. Uptown Funk. It's Interrupted Tales time.
Yeah, just like every week. Welcome to Interrupted Tales, everybody. This is the show that usually ends. Another exciting episode of Interrupted Tales, a podcast where my friend and I take turns reading stories to you, the listener, while the other person constantly interrupts. As always, I am Rob, and I'm joined tonight by the research to my cancer, Alan. How are you, Alan?
I'm nearly $9,000 better today than I was before, Rob.
Thank you so much, Tony from Take Two, for donating. As his dad is currently battling prostate cancer. Thank you so much, Tony, for donating. $20 donation. You the man, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you,
all the
Tony.
best to your dad.
And yeah, I'd like to say my mom. My mom is currently battling cancer. So yeah, we this is her third time. She's gonna beat it again. I know it. So yeah, you're not alone, buddy. And thank you for donating during our time, even though I'm sure it was an accident of some sort. Alan, you are well. How is the kind of coming out of the pandemic process for you? Because I find myself pretty much constantly acting like a 10-year-old Brian Regan routine when I'm out in public now. I ate at a restaurant for the first time this week in a year.
You sit in the middle on the hump? Is that
no? But I'm like,
mean?
I was in this restaurant, and first of all, I'm like, oh my God, they're bringing me refills and drinks and things. And then I'm like, hi, I want food. I have questions. I don't remember how restaurants work. Hi. And I was with my parents, who are in their 80s because they're old. And the place had QR code menus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you take it. They have a little thing on the table. You take a picture, and it brings you the menu. Yeah, they don't. That's not for old people. That's a really bad idea for old people. In fact,
This wasn't a Bob Evans by chance, was it?
it was a Boston Market, but I thought they would enjoy the. It's good for people on a budget.
Yeah, Rob, I've kind of I'm over the pandemic.
You're
I've
over
moved
it.
on. I think
Just
the hip
done.
new thing is the cicada invasion that's happening
Oh.
outside my door. They're coming for me. They're knocking on the windows. They're hungry.
Which brood is this now?
This is brewed what with H2O? Was that the
It was
the
Brood
remake?
X, and then
Okay.
and then it
When
was
does when do they
Brood
go to
versus
space?
Brood 2.
Oh yes, okay. Nick has put up the picture.
This
This
was-
is
Oh, no.
100% the wall in front of my house
Oh.
this morning.
Yeah, those. If you can't tell, those are the carcasses of cicadas just right into the wall.
That's right. They like to leave their exoskeletons just as a cheeky reminder that they were there. It's like riding Kilroy with your carcass.
Oh, where'd that go? There we go.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yep. Leroy
At least I
Jenkins.
have chicken. How
By the
old
way-
are the internet memes? You know, kids.
I've seen.
About as old as I go.
You should see some of that.
Two girls on a bench with a $5 donation said, interrupted tales to say, we need to get to 9,000 because we need more moonshine for Drew.
We sure
Woohoo!
do.
We also got a $50 donation in there, but I've got to refresh the page so I can see it.
Plus, I'm
Thank
not
you.
saying that.
Oh,
I need-
$50 donation. Beat cancer. Love Allen's girls.
Oh, Alan's girls. Wow. Did you tell your wife about them yet?
No.
Okay. Well,
No.
there's still time. There's still time, Alan.
Well, I think the time is now because she's watching this live stream, Rob. So-
I was going to say,
So,
have her tune
what-
into twitch.tv/livestream for the cure.
All right. Excellent. As long as she gives, they can
Thank
can
you.
all
Yeah,
get
we
along
give her-
together.
Thank you for all the donations.
Yes, thank you. Well, we're going to have, hopefully, we're going to get some more donations. If you enjoy what's coming up next, we are going to read, actually, I am going to read a hard chiseled tale of sci-fi adventure that you would not want to say 3 times, titled Death on the Beetlejuice.
Death on the Beetlejuice.
Yeah. It's from a 1953 issue of Fantastic Adventures magazine. And it was written by D. Arlen.
You know, Rob, this is actually the very last issue of Fantastic Adventures magazine.
Yeah.
I guess due to their lack of readership, they merged with just Fantastic after there. So just Fantastic, no more.
No more
Velvet
magazine.
Drizzle wants you two to know how much he has missed you with a $25 donation. Thank you very much to
Oh.
the Velvet Drizzle.
Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
that's
That is
super
Velvet
nice.
Drizzle.
Sean Ennis, a prince of a man. You should listen to his new podcast, Ink and Ash and Bone and
Yeah, it's a
Soot,
Pokemon.
Soot, right?
Yeah, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah,
podcast,
Ink and
I think.
Ash catch 'em, right?
Mhm, He
Yeah,
draws
good.
Pokemon from memory. This
Yes,
is very funny.
yes.
Yeah.
If I could remember the name of a Pokemon, I'd keep
You
going.
wouldn't believe
but-
what he thought. He
Wow.
thought Jigglypuff had 2 penises. I don't know why he thought that, but
On the back of the card, it clearly says 3. So I don't know
Sure.
what he's thinking.
well, that's the shiny version, Rob.
The evolved version.
Yeah.
Try Dickaplox. No, this is from the last issue. It's
That's the last
the
one. then they-
magazine. So it wasn't a
merged.
magazine. It wasn't Fantastic Adventures. They were just fantastic stories. Many of them were just people loafing around and reading the newspaper.
It's not that far off, I think, the plot of this one.
Well, this is, but it's in space at least. So
You got it.
yeah, let's see. What do we now? Okay, so now everybody, what we do normally on our show after this is I tell you all to sit down and relax and pour yourself a drink or some space pills for your space resting time, or put yourself into your cryogenic tube and get ready to hear this week's tale. And then we have some triumphant music that swells up, but we're not going to have triumphant music. So once again, I ask our orchestra, give us something off the cuff here so we can go into
Sure.
this week's tale.
The cryogenic tubes, call me maybe. I just met you. I don't. We wrote I mean, this is all the original music. This is why we don't want to get the copyright strikes, is because
Right.
they keep trying to claim that Carly Rae wrote it, but maybe you could just
She knows
read
the truth.
story here.
She knows the truth. Carly
Yeah.
Rae, one phone call, by the way. You still owe us. You
Sure.
still owe us.
Shit.
All right. So this week's tale, Death on the Beetlejuice by D. Arlen. Bill Crane was only 18 at the time, and he was making the Martian run on the passenger liner Beetlejuice, actually a converted cargo carrier running between Terran Station and Phobos.
Actually, Rob, it is pronounced Betelgeuse in the original Italian of my people. Yeah. No, I explain how it works. You say the name of Signore Betelgeuse. Uno, duo, tre, and cazzo. This horny, decayed palaccio. He show up and he attracted to very beautiful but how do you say, underage Winona Ryder. This Astronomio is very, it's fucking weird. It's what it is. It doesn't.
Brad Hargis, $22 donation for our cicada overlords.
By the way, I forgot to mention that on our podcast, when we're doing a live charity, if you don't get the reference, you have to donate at least $5.
No.
So let's start racking it up right there, because still a little lost on that one.
You know, what? Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Winona Ryder?
In the movie Beetlejuice, you say it 3 times in Italian.
I'm like trying to figure out where Italians and Beetlejuice come together.
Well, no, I'm Italian, Rob. It's how I pronounce it. It's the correct way. I don't know. You didn't take stellar cartography at the Space Academy like I did.
I wanted a job in cetacean ops. That was the role for me. But there's not enough Galaxy class starships.
You're like the blue guy with the mouth breathing Chell. You know that dude.
That was the best.
Kathleen Madigan with a $10 donation. Thank you
Oh,
so much.
Kathleen Madigan.
Kathleen.
Every year, you spoil us, Kathleen Madigan.
She
Thank
does.
you.
Wow.
Thank
To
you.
take time off her busy schedule.
Maybe
Yeah,
that crowd isn't going to get itself out of the tub.
sure.
Since interplanetary travel had increased so vastly with the application of atomics, ships have been multiplying like rabbits.
No, that's not how spaceships are made, Rob.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think maybe Lex, because that ship fucked, right? You remember Lex?
All right,
You
now,
remember this recent
do you remember?
reference
Do you
to
remember
the show
that
Lex?
mention of $5 donations for each
Yeah,
reference you
okay.
don't get because it's far too obscure for?
Seriously, was the ship like horny though, or something?
It was
like-
alive, right? It was
Okay,
horny.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched.
I didn't
Lex.
think I felt like I wasn't supposed to be watching. I didn't feel comfortable.
Lex.
Which
Hey,
I think
hey,
a
hey.
lot of people got the sense they shouldn't be watching Lex.
Hey,
Really, that's why it's so well known.
Can we have a sexy space show? And I can't call it sex, so we're just gonna call the spaceship Lex.
It's like they took the boob uterus shit from Battle Beyond the Stars, and we're
Mhm.
like, yeah, that gets me. That gets me going.
Nothing like a model of a uterus to really get people going.
If it just like came apart, and you're like, oh yeah, that's an interesting spaceship design. Okay.
At Mars minus 2 days.
Ooh, no, I don't think so, Rob.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 days to Mars is a lot more Jared Leto than I'm going to be able
Ooh.
to take. It's yeah.
Yes.
I mean, 30 seconds. Yeah, okay, but you know, it's over soon, which is what I told myself through Suicide Squad. And also what the cast of Suicide Squad told themselves during the filming of Suicide Squad.
Do you think like Will Smith was just sitting there every day looking in the mirror before
He's got to be like, I'm
out?
fucking Will Smith.
Yeah, what was he
I'm
doing?
Will Smith. What am I? Why do I have
Seriously.
to do this with this guy?
Even if you like Suicide Squad, you gotta be like, that's Will
Who
Smith.
is this guy? Did you see? Where are the bouncers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's a mystery. I'm never gonna solve that.
Yeah. No.
At Mars minus 2 days, he had discovered an electronic relay section of the ship on the number 2 bulkhead. And despite the warning signs in 6 languages on the door, Bill entered the little room and found it fascinating.
They're not gonna bother coming up with like 6 languages that you'd have in the far-flung future.
Okay.
It's not
all right.
like English, Martian, the deep dweller speech of 6
Esperanto.
Esperanto.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do a great version of Incubus. They put on an all ship production. No, it's just regular US education languages. So it's like English, Spanish, French, elementary school, Chinese, just for K through 3. So they're really gonna remember that. French again. Just enough Japanese to recognize a few words in My Hero Academia.
Oh, that's all right.
Sure, that's good enough. Let's just
and Braille. We have the space at the bottom. We'll just throw some dots.
we have
in.
the space at the bottom, very accessible. There is a drop on the note. Maybe you didn't catch that, Rob.
I'm sorry.
Jalevi with a $50 donation. Thank you so much for the $50 donation. Yes, it was a
Thank you.
strawberry, Alan.
Yes. Okay.
I hope it was a strawberry.
It was as obscure as most of our references, Rob. So I don't know. Okay,
Lex,
yep.
everybody, Lex. Hey, do you remember? Remember Farscape? You guys remember Farscape?
Yeah, I remember Farscape, Rob.
Yeah. You know what you don't remember? Lex.
Mm.
Yeah. You
Okay.
don't remember Lex.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
The ship like to fuck.
Oh, remember Andromeda? You might remember.
Yeah, I
Andromeda.
remember Andromeda.
Maybe you'll remember Andromeda. You're not going to remember Lex.
Right. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Thanks, Rob.
He found it fascinating. It was essentially this control center, and of course was jammed with racks, cable wires, tubes, and all the paraphernalia of electronic gadgetry.
All the paraphernalia, warranty cards, silica gel packets, no fucking charger with $1,000 phone. Are you fucking kidding me, Rob? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but you can buy them at the dollar store. They're like everywhere now, Alan.
Okay, pretend it's a 1989 comic relief special, Rob.
Okay, all right.
Okay, you're Whoopi.
I'm Whoopi?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to get in character here.
Thank you, Whoopi.
Okay.
Thank you for introducing me, Steve.
No, Whoopi. I'd like to introduce everybody.
You probably recognize me from my voice, but I'm Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright, everybody.
Thank you, Billy Crystal.
I'm Whoopi Goldberg.
I get easily confused. I looked at a map of the solar system the other day, and I realized all our problems are third world problems. Sorry, if you could laugh. It's been 35 years, and we haven't cured world hunger yet. I'm worried it's related to my Stephen Wright impression. I think I've got too much hair.
You don't sound disinterested enough. Detach more, Alan. You really got to detach.
I think third world problems is pretty good. Alan, you can at least make a Far Side out of that.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, it's back. It's back.
Oh, Gary Larson's back?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he just got a place. It's him and Thomas Pynchon and Bill Waterston. Yep, they all got a place together.
Is what you're saying?
It's like they do TikToks.
They do pranks on each other.
Yeah. It's out of Omaha, which is a little weird instead of LA. But they get into They get into all kind of
Ah,
rascally
they get
trouble.
into it. Those
Yeah.
cut ups.
Yeah.
Cicada counters, $50 donation. I don't know why you're counting them. There's too many.
Because they're young and have not seen cicadas before. That's why.
There you
Oh.
go. That makes sense. There you go.
Yep.
Man, Maryland cicadas. He watched Larson turn suddenly to the captain. Sir, he said, freighter Orpheus requests permission to match velocities and bring an injured crewman aboard.
And to drop off this great game they found on Ryza. It's like Candy Crush, but you manually flush a ball down a toilet bowl and get orgasms instead of life gems.
So far, I do not have a problem with this game.
It's a great energy mechanic, Rob.
Yeah, I think so. They have
And it would be great for you because you've got microtransactions. So
I do. I've got microtransactions every day. I just have to scrape enough together to get by and try to carry on one day at a time.
yeah. Well, I don't think they're gonna renew that, Rob.
They have no doctor, and the man's badly burned.
Now, you shouldn't have gone on r/roast me then with eyebrows that thick. Is all I'm saying. Like, people are gonna notice. You gotta post the picture with it, and I just let's move on.
I do not know that Reddit. That sounds evil.
Oh, it's kind of like an amateur comedy night.
Okay, so like this show.
Yeah. But you gotta wait in line for 4 hours. So
Yeah, well, screw that.
it's even
You just
better.
gotta wait a few months for an episode for us.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, the captain replied. Tell him to match and send him on. Dr. Frayne will take care of him.
Yes, tell them Dr. Fraser Frayne will take great care of him, along with his sassy British live-in housekeeper / physical therapist.
Yeah.
It was a weird role to have. Daphne Moon is already fucking works for sci-fi, though. That's like straight up. You don't even have to punch it up.
That's true.
She was the heroine in Space Ace, right?
No, wait. Daphne Moon.
You didn't. I never finished Space Ace. My joystick was broken and only went to the left.
Nobody. Wait, your joystick was broken, only went to the left?
Yeah, I've heard that complaint before.
Anybody who says they finished Space Ace or Dragon Slayer is
You got it?
lying. They're
Yeah.
lying.
Well, if you just play it on DVD, it's like finished.
Oh, that's bad. It's cheating. Yeah, no,
Mm.
it's like watching a speed through and pretending you played the game.
Yeah. Or you could just, yeah. I'm not going to say that one. Keep going.
This little exchange was not extraordinary, though Bill thought it dramatic and moving. Rescue work indeed.
Just like you're reading, Rob.
Dramatic and moving. All the guy said was, of course, we'll pick him up and the doctor will look at him. What's moving about that?
I'm really. I love you, Rob.
Captain, my captain. Ah!
You want some dramatic reading, you go listen to the Ink and Ash podcast. It is fantastic the way they go through those Sleeposaurus.
Just let your brain fall back into the warm, soft embrace of Sean Ennis's voice. Oh, love it.
Drizzled on.
Love it. Just drizzle it away. This little exchange was not extraordinary, though Bill thought it dramatic and moving. Rescue work in deep space. He remained at the monitor, fascinated. He switched to a view of the boarding lock, external and internal, and he could see the careful maneuvering of a standard KK class freighter coming alongside to transfer the man.
KK ships, yeah, those classes are cool. Yeah, AA class ships, important ships, but a little boring. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
There's the BB
Simple.
class, looks deadly, but doesn't pack much of a punch. Got the CC class. Hold on, Rob. What should we get a time check here? So
we're about halfway through here. Yeah.
EZ class. It's tops. Oops.
All that for ZZ, huh?
I was gonna make a tube snake boogie joke, didn't know how to work it in. I don't know how you get to a tube snake boogie class freighter ship.
Covey the Unicorn dropping a $50 donation. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Oh,
Thank you.
My second favorite unicorn. Thank you, Covey.
Oh, also, Sean Ennis is Venmoing you guys your payments as we speak.
Excellent.
That's-
Excellent.
The amount we agreed upon. Great, thank you.
Wide-eyed Bill watched. The freighter carefully matched velocities, paralleling the Beetlejuice at 200 meters.
Sorry, you want to pronounce it? You want to try one more time, Rob? I think we talked about the pronunciation here. Which one of us graduated from the Jack Horkheimer School of Star Hustling, Rob?
So, Alan, is this
Just
the
hanging on
point-
the rings of Saturn, just kicking it up,
Is
kicking
this-
it up,
is
looking
this-
at the Pleiades cluster.
Is this the point where I finally tell you that I
You've never
work
seen
with Jack Horkheimer's niece?
what? Hold on, stop the live stream.
I
You
just-
work with
I literally
Jack Hor-
just found out 3 weeks ago that the Star Hustler's niece
yeah,
is
Wow.
is on the team. Yep.
no kidding. All
And
right.
Beth
Yeah, I
loves
was the only person who
That
was
knew-
both impressed and knew what the hell she was talking about when she
Yeah,
told
just
us
like on this
about
live stream, Rob. Just you're the only person.
it. There is this guy. He's still around. I think.
Is he?
I think
Beth,
he's
thank
alive.
you so much, Beth. $25 donation. Thank you, everybody. Making it rain here, making it drizzle. You could say.
Yeah.
That's my sister.
Ooh.
Didn't think she wanted to stay up this late. So
I'm impressed she did. I guarantee my wife is asleep on the couch right now, missing this whole thing. So whenever you're on, I'm going to tell her to donate that. That's what I'm doing.
Good.
All right. Oh, we always get so much more off in these live shows. All right.
From the open lock.
From
of
the
freighter,
open
Rob.
lock of the freighter, somebody shot a line across, and a few minutes later, a sick suit shaped somewhat like a coffin was being escorted along the hand line by 3 men from the freighter.
Hey guys, I know I got a pretty bad cough in here, but this quote unquote sick suit you put me in seems a little not quite medical. There's a lot more tufted silk in here than I expected.
Silk suit?
You dressed me in a 3-piece suit for some reason. I got a boutonniere here. Why are there 3 Ghanaian men in sunglasses dancing while they carry me through the airlock?
We don't know what. You're fine. Everything is fine.
It doesn't feel fine.
It's perfectly normal to be dragged around space in a nice velveteen lined
Sick suit that is
Sick
shaped
suit.
somewhat like a coffin. No reason.
no
Yeah.
reason. It's just
No
a
reason.
sick suit. Bill shifted the monitor to internal view and watched the interior door open.
Oh yeah, slowly, baby, slow. Ooh, make that whoosh noise, baby.
Ooh, you still creaking like you were
Oh,
last
yeah.
week? Oh yeah, make
Oh, you
that
got
creak.
2 best boys behind there, just pushing it together. Oh yeah.
The coffin-like suit came in, followed by the crewman. Dr. Frayne and the captain waited to receive them. The crewman, who was the leader of the little group, without removing his helmet, stepped forward to the head of the sick suit and opened the clips on it. A yellowish gas burst from the container in enormous volume, and Bill saw Dr. Frayne, the captain, and passengers suddenly grasp at their throats and then sink helplessly to the floor.
Okay. That seems like a strong but mixed reaction from the focus group to our new line of Lay's Cosmic Spicy Methane-Free Roster Potato Chips. Can I get a show of hands for anyone who'd like to wash that down with our new Mountain Dew Fission Particulates Blast? Is that you, sir? Are you raising your hand, or is that no? I see you're clutching your throat with both hands now. Okay. That's not-
Listen, all I know is that when it turns out that the Lay's people are going to suddenly come out and say, hey, Lay's Cosmic Spicy Methane Sriracha Potato Chips weren't invented by some Mexican guy who worked there. No, they were invented by us, and they're taking away another invention from us. We had the flaming Cheetos, Alan. That's what my people had. That's what my Latinx brothers and sisters had, and they're taking it away from us. Sad.
Thank you very much, Choco, for a $5 donation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Choco.
Choco, I love your tacos.
Yep.
Bill's trembling.
They stole that from your people too.
Yes,
right?
they stole tacos from my people. It's true.
The chocolate one. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
And pinatas now. By the way,
Here we go.
I was at a Kohl's, not by choice this week. I was at a Kohl's because I had to return something to Amazon, and I'm too lazy to find a box myself.
Okay.
So I was at Kohl's, and they're selling pinatas right at the front entrance for graduation. When is a pinata graduation party activity?
I don't know. But your opinion might have changed when you turned into a 64-year-old woman, Rob, that shops at Kohl's. So.
I had to get some Buccino. Let's
George
see.
Michael, thank you very much for a $10 donation, and Dan of Netflix and Swill with a $25 donation. We are $15 away from 9,000. Now
Come
we
on,
are
guys.
$5 away from 9,000. Roby Sour Hero, $10 donation. Thank
Roby.
you so much.
Come on, $5.
$5 from 9,000, ladies and gentlemen.
I am willing to show skin because I have a mole right here that's been really itchy lately, and I'm a little nervous about it. So I'm willing to show the mole.
Oh.
$5 more, everybody.
We're at 7,500 now, so the total's
We're now
going
negative
Oh,
$495, everybody.
Let's try to rescue this.
All right, I will cover my face completely
Good.
for $350.
So it's getting sexier.
Meet me halfway, people. Bill's trembling hand ran over the monitor switch, and he saw the scene duplicated everywhere as the air pressure unit spread the insidious gas all over the ship.
Just like that mysterious legendary ship, the Flying Dutch Oven.
And there it is.
Who would have known that would put us over?
That was all for your Dutch oven joke, Alan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brad from the Cinema Guys, $5 donation, $9,000 for cancer research.
You did it!
Thank
Yeah.
Thank you so much. For
Also, the
everybody
Flying Dutch Oven joke was class.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Mwah. That's a beautiful thing. Without hesitation, the spacesuited figures went through the ship, cabin after cabin, room and hold after room and hold.
And then cabin after hold, and then room after cabin room, and then cabin after room, hold the cabin. And then they exhausted all the party dialogue, and they went to Garrus's place, and we're like, oh, bang, okay.
Who's Garrus?
Oh, man. Just the fucking best waifu.
Oh, what is happening here?
John Gary with a $10 donation.
Oh, John Gary. Fantastic Christmas album that you made in 1953 and still continuing to give.
John Gary. It's amazing. Amazing the celebrities we've gotten to show up. Kathleen Madigan and John Gary.
I think you forgot
Gary.
about George Michael, Rob. George.
Oh, I thought that was just in honor of George Michael.
Oh, no. No, I think it actually was the fictional character from Arrested Development.
Yeah, it's be George Michael Bluth, not the singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Oh, I was excited. He's faked his death all this time.
Yeah.
They missed nothing.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh,
Nothing.
nothing.
They missed nothing. Sick with fear and numb with horror. Wait, they missed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they missed nothing.
They missed nothing.
Sure.
Sick with fear and numb with horror, Bill crouched in his suit in one corner of the relay room.
Yeah.
Then an idea struck him.
Got it. Yes.
Live show.
I could be a coward. That's it.
$10 donation from legitimately. I forgot my PayPal password. I forgot my PayPal password. A $10 donation.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
impressive that your credit card went through anyways.
I know. Oh my God. I went to McDonald's today. This is I'm only the important stories. And I forgot my
Okay.
wallet. And I was like, oh man, I already ordered it. I'm in the drive-thru and I'm like a suburban dad and I'm gonna be weird and feel weird. So I'm like, oh, I have Apple Pay. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of people in the Pittsburgh suburbs are apparently paying by Apple Pay because they had to get a box out of the back to try to plug it in.
Okay,
And
let's just jiggle the handle some.
Yeah.
Okay. Blow on your Apple card. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And
And then
watch, and then yeah.
they're trying to keep a mask on because I'm trying to be polite to the people because they have to wear a mask. It's
Good.
working well. It's growing great. Love the
Great.
future.
Yeah, it shows your diet's going fantastic too, Rob.
No, it's going great, man. Going great. Yep. Getting that surgery.
What he didn't
Everything's
tell
gonna
you
be
is
great.
that was the same trip as returning something to Amazon from Kohl's, and that was just a big box of sugar that he was sending back to Amazon because he's trying to do better, Alan.
That's
trying to
right.
do better.
I'm trying to do better, guys. This is the summer of Rob's coming, guys.
It's all stevia from here on out.
Oh, how dare you? I'm
Yeah.
joking. I'm joking at that.
Great.
Stevia is worse than we should be holding a live stream against stevia. Damn
Oh,
it.
yes.
That's what
Right.
I'm
The
saying.
true disease that's
The
affecting
true-
all of us.
The
Yeah.
true thing that's bringing on more pain.
I
in
mean,
the
that
world.
is a very timely $10 donation from Rob's My Favorite.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So,
That's
Joey
definitely-
DiCarlo from So Wizard, I hate you so much. A $5 donation, and the message said that kid kicked sand in Cool Cat's face.
Oh.
That is wizard.
That is going to keep haunting me forever.
All right. They missed
Yeah,
nothing.
Story there, Rob.
Yeah. Well, they missed.
Put himself back against the suit rack, Rob.
Stuck with fear, and then an idea struck. He was crouching in the suit in one corner of the relay room, and then an idea struck him.
I could be a coward. Was the idea.
Yeah, I know. but-
I presented in our brainstorming session earlier. I didn't get a lot of votes on it. Not a lot of people raised their thumb up in the Teams meeting. So it's much harder when you're not doing it in person. It's harder to read the room. But I felt like it was a great idea.
Cowardice is one of those things that people are never going to stand up and say, "Hey, why don't we get the hell out of here?" But they
No.
want to deep down
It's
inside.
not a new idea, okay? But it's an idea that we've never put on our mind board and self-actualized.
Oh, I need to get my vision board together.
Yeah.
It's dusty. He put himself back against the suit rack, just as if he were still an empty suit. Anything more than its casual inspection would show the suit filled with a man, but there was simply no place to hide.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, fellow interstellar marauder.
Yeah, Jim.
Does this empty spacesuit look like it has a surprisingly well-defined ass? Just a lot of
Wow.
unexpected details in the loose fabric, kind of chiseling into the shape of a crack here.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. The see-through panel, it looks almost like a butterfly tattoo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
bro.
this room is clear.
All right. But hey, when we're done with this, can we go look at that suit with the ass again?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right. As he expected, the door swung open and a head stuck itself in, started to make a cursory sweep of the room. But before it could focus on the suits, someone outside must have said something and the door slammed shut. Bill was safe.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? I said make sure you use a laser to cut through all the suits so nobody can use them to escape. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did it. You don't have to micromanage everything.
It's kind of a diatribe against the bosses there, Rob. I'm just gonna throw that in. The space pirates, they should really unionize, probably.
Never gonna work. It's never gonna work.
We got a
No,
$10 donation in there from Jamal Jafari. Thank you
Oh!
so much. And a $25 donation from Alan is our fave.
No,
Oh, that is
son
that
of a
is
bitch.
a beautiful,
Copycats.
beautiful lie.
Copycat.
Victor Chevnosky, $5 donation. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much.
Totally not his name. No, I mean you got it right, Nick. They totally put the last name wrong, but okay.
Yeah,
great.
but close, somewhat close. Jamal Jafari. Jamal Jafari and I have a friend in common. So it's always
The
been
Jack
weird to me.
Horkheimer's daughter-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Horkheimer is actually our best friend. No, Travis. I'm gonna give a shout out to Travis, who both Jamal and I know.
Great.
Travis is cool, and he has a cool podcast that I'm forgetting the name of. And since it has somewhat to do with racial matters, I'm not going to try to guess it. But I'm going to give a plug to it in our next episode because
we'll do that.
Travis is awesome.
I think
Oh man, it's on
well,
Star
why
Trek,
don't- why
and
aren't
it's
you
the black.
plugging-
It's black people who love Star Trek, but it's not called that. So I'm not going to try to guess what it
Wow.
is.
Wow. Okay, let's keep going.
Is it
Rob?
Black Alert? Black Alert. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yep. Check it out.
Yeah,
As
check it
you-
out.
There was no petty looking. Wait, no. There was no petty looting. In the control room, Bill saw and heard the pirate leader giving orders, completely oblivious of the dead bodies around him.
Yeah, sounds like a kind of a trip hazard. So
So they're actually all dead?
well, yeah, sure. I mean, that's what happens when space pirates come. Really, they should send a company-wide email to look out for the dead bodies. That's really just going to be part of the job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. These are some serious pirates. But you got to flush them. You got to just open up the airlock.
You got to get that
That's how you do
airlock?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
open up that airlock, clears it all out.
Yeah, great. Yeah, just why don't I open all the windows in the spaceship? Just air it out some.
What are we
It's an
heating the
inanimate
outside
carbon
from absolute zero? What are we
Why
doing?
is the air conditioning on, people? I can't pay for this. Just get the natural space air.
Farron's got the drug supply and liquor ready for transshipment.
Oh, it's ready for transshipment. Then why does it say shipped, Rob? Why would my order of drugs and liquor say shipped when it's only ready for shipping because they generated the shipping label? Why would it say shipped?
It's always the mystery. That's why I don't order my
That's
stuff from
why
Phobos.
I ship exclusively through Kohl's. I go there, I have a PO box. I
Listen-
just hang out
listen.
in the women's casual section,
They-
and
yeah,
eventually packages show up.
they've got it all. You need 3 toys to choose from for some kid's birthday party you forgot about at the last second. They've got it at Kohl's.
They got it. Cool.
Forget about the junk. Make sure we nail all tools and instruments. You know what that stuff will bring on Venus.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I could get 200 Venus bucks all day for that. Look at the one on top. That's a good looking Astro Navigator 4900, good shape. I could get 75 Venus bucks for that alone all day.
All day?
All day.
All day. You
Yeah.
don't know. You never sold anything on Venus.
Well, it's a long day on Venus. It
Thank you
doesn't
so much,
rotate
Knight
that quickly.
Vioni, for the $5 donation and the follow. Thank you very, very much.
Oh,
Thank
Taya
you.
Leone, thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
She's
Wow.
I'm sure never heard
Did
that
she-
joke before.
Did she make it back for Bad Boys 3, or were they like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Yeah. Wait, no,
Oh,
really.
okay.
Now I need to know if she was in Bad Boys 3.
Was that Eric LaSalle didn't make it back in Coming to America 2?
How do you not have Eric LaSalle back in Coming to America 2? He had to say no, right?
I guess he said no, which in hindsight, I should have also said no. But
It
Netflix
was a
is
small
very
part. And hey, Alan, there's no small parts, only small
Yeah.
actors. All right.
Sure.
You needed the stage time. Calmly and coolly, the pirate leader ordered the calculated looting of the Beetlejuice, taking only materials of use in general deep space and colonial work.
Okay, so just deep space and colonial work. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cordelia, if you could just hold off pillaging a moment and, just come have a chat with me. I noticed you put this blow up baby pool in the deep space loot pile. And I just have so many questions.
Well, you blow them up, and the deep space loot
Okay, are
has a
you
lot of
Cordelia?
instruments.
We
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got you from the college pirates hauling treasure
yeah.
group, right?
Yeah, but college is in quotes. So so that we're not all college pirates. Some of us are just well, we learn from the school of hard knocks. You know what I mean?
It's
We're
the common
pirates.
millennial complaint. You need that 4-year degree to haul
Yeah.
the junk, Rob. Like
Uh,
they're just everybody has to be overqualified to get a job these days.
Society is ruining pirating.
Yeah.
Finally, the leader gave the order to abandon ship.
Both of them. There won't
Thank
be
you
a
so much,
single way.
Mrs. Penn, for a $5 donation.
Mrs.
Oh,
Penn.
Jesus Christ. Oh no, Mrs. Penn, great, thank you. I don't I get the reference, so it's not that we're upset that
What did she always
an
say?
actual lady named Mrs. Penn is donating.
What did she always say? She always like, bring your
She said, "Bring it to me in your hot
your hot little hands.
in my
Your
hot little hands."
Yeah, hot little hands. We had to
And
teach
she
her.
looked like Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
She looked exactly like Ursula from The Little Mermaid,
And
she would talk about her hot little hands.
And she was a very memorable teacher.
This is
That
the
was
segment,
not. That's not.
this is a segment
this
of
is not in
every
any way
show.
a reference to. This was not a one hot summer night or something like that. I don't mean that.
This is a part of every
Girl
show.
obsesses with flowers, a $5 donation.
Oh, I know
Thank
who
you.
that is. That's my favorite line from Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Okay, right.
All right, boys, that does it. I'm setting her for full blast. She'll hit the Martian deserts, and there won't be a shred of metal left at the velocity she'll have.
No, we're gonna steer it away from the Martian beaches.
What? Why, sir?
Because I think that that's where people like to go to the beach, Rob.
On Mars?
On Mars, yeah.
There's a lot of sand.
There's a lot of sand, but also that makes for a lot of beaches, if you think about it.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's all it's all perspective. He laughed. The Phobos station will think she simply vanished. I'm putting her in a paraboloid that'll throw clear of any possible radar or patrol detection. A few minutes later, he and his men were gone, and Bill saw the freighter rocket disappear. He was alone aboard an empty vessel filled with dead men.
That is rough, Rob. I was kind of hoping for more of a fun, empty spaceship sci-fi story like Event Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
This has turned into more of an absolute horror like Passengers.
Yes. Passengers would have been better with more like cut out eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was probably given in some notes to Chris Pratt. Yeah. Throw in some cutout eyes if you could. This is not quite Pandorum enough for me.
Can't wait to return. It took no said nobody ever.
How do you rewind a live stream with a $10 donation? You wait for it to drop as a special episode of Interrupted Tales.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you wait
that's
for
right.
us to repropose it entirely. And that,
Hey.
ladies and gentlemen, is how you're getting a new season in June.
You got
Yeah.
it. Brand new season. Brand new. And also we're gonna just, appropriate other people's content and put that on too.
Sure, I've got a ringer coming up next week. We're gonna just put that on. Got a couple episodes of Sean Ennis's podcast where I put my name on the front.
I just taped it off the radio and we'll just play that.
Yeah, playing some old Prairie Home Companions. No one's noticed so far. Everybody died. That's a lot. This is a passenger ship.
Yep.
Wow. It took no genius to use the radio equipment.
And he was overqualified.
And a half hour later, when he was sure the pirates were gone for good and out of range, he put through the top priority emergency 1. The Phobos station picked him up and caught his story after they were able to convert his babbling into common sense. When he was calmed down sufficiently, they showed him how to cut power.
Sir, okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down, sir, and explain the situation. I think yes, okay, I think I've got it. Yeah, I know. Okay, sir, you know how right now big ship go fast? Well, we want big ship go stop. So you're gonna need to pull that long lever that says throttle all the way down, just as far as it can go. I know it's confusing and there are lots of buttons. Let's just concentrate on the one lever. And what if I told you that's also the stick that controls the Bill Gates mind rays? Now, wouldn't that be a great thing to want to turn off, sir?
Now I've got it.
Great.
5 hours later, a patrol ship matched the Beetlejuice, and the lawmen boarded and took over.
Yeah, and then we've got your full statement here, Mr. Crane, detailing your brave defense of the ship by single-handedly fighting off the invaders in armed combat until they were forced to flee. You know, I just wanted to ask you about this one part of the forensics report where it says the suit you were wearing, the outer fabric, displays no traces of blood and is in near perfect condition without scuff marks or tears. Helmet visor set to 100% opaque with signs the control was intentionally broken off.
Well, sure, you see the guys.
No, and then the bodily waste tank seems to be at 330% capacity with severe valve degradation, as if I'm just saying from the forensics report here, as if someone had explosively shot themselves with extreme force and then continuously wet themselves for a period exceeding 5 hours, after which the filtration failed and then began pooling in the legs, which, again, I'm just looking at the forensics report here, unfortunately did not stop the wetting. That continued.
That's not in there. You can't say shat in a report.
I'm sorry, sir. The shat is capitalized and underlined twice.
A huge shout out. Thank you so much. A $50 donation from Krista. I love your face. Thank you so much for donating.
Oh, how nice. And that was Bill's role. Tri-Planet Insurance took care of him with 100,000 credits.
Yeah, so they fall upward even in zero gravity, huh, Ron?
To be a mediocre white astronaut.
It's a hell of a golden jetpack you got there.
The patrol caught the pirates who were planning a series of grand coups like this, and which probably would have succeeded for some time.
If not for one everyman's heroic action. Sorry, the echo sounded like I was saying action. It's 100%. It was inaction. I just want to make that clear for the story.
The end.
Yeah. Love that Doja Cat song. Yeah.
Well, that was
Amari Damacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
that ball rolling.
Wow, what a story. What a story. A complete story of inaction and one guy's cowardice saving him while hundreds of other people died.
How is it possible that magazine got closed down, Ron?
It's like a story made for insurance people who are like, oh, well, they saved the ship. That's all we needed. All right. That's the most exciting part of all.
Oh, you're at the actuary convention too, huh?
Oh,
nice to
wow.
see you.
Did we learn anything from this story, Alan?
I think we learned the kind of stories that Dee Arlen pitches to her editor.
On the last day show.
Chief, yeah, I think that I got a great one for you. I know you're carrying a box out right now, but how about it's like Star Wars, but Luke goes to Tashi Station and hides under a bed. Okay, I see. Yeah, how about it's Casablanca, but Rick puts up a gone fishing sign on the door.
It's the Matrix, and he doesn't take any pill.
Why would he? Who just take a pill on the counter? It
Yeah,
doesn't
some
make
guy-
sense.
Some guy shows up and says, "Hey, choose a pill." You know what I say? I say, "Choose life, mister. I'm
Choose
out of
life.
here." Yeah.
Dare,
Yeah.
dare to be drug free.
Well, I feel like we learned. So I do hope that everybody, thank you for donating. Thank you for
you so
being
much.
part of the live stream for The Cure. Please listen to the rest of the weekend. Please donate what you can. Please remember that cancer is just the worst and that it
Much.
can be beat. So thank you,
Yes.
everybody. And please join us next time for another exciting Interrupted.
They did all make jokes there. Okay. It's like ET, but he locks the shed door. He locks it. Why wouldn't he lock it? He's hiding there. Of course, he's from an advanced race. Of course, he's gonna lock the shed.
Tail.
All right. All right.
And that's our show. Thank
You two are so beautiful, and I love your faces. So now I have to press you on this because a new season was promised. Now is this just a new season that's one special episode of roughly 55 minutes or so in length, and then there'll be another extended hiatus?
No, we have 3 in the can, and I would like to formally announce to you and to Alan that I would, in the next month or two, when our schedules can align, like to officially extend an invitation to you, Nick, to be a reader on an episode of Interrupted Tales and have both Alan and I interrupt you.
Do I dare tread where the velvet drizzle has walked? Do I dare?
Not too closely because it leaves a lot on your shoes.
Right.
But yeah, I would love for you to come as soon as we can find a train railroad story that does not end in
That's for
and
Dan.
suddenly
That's
racist
Interrupted
manner.
Rails, the podcast where we only read railroad stories. Choo choo, motherfucker.
But no, yeah, we would like to finally come. You know, you've done this show, you've done so much. We would like to thank you in the tiniest way possible that we can think of, which would be to have you on our show.
And
We could
doing
donate more money,
better
but-
than Sean.
Oh, yeah.
Ennis. I must dare. He says, I absolutely must dare.
Dare
yeah,
to
you
dream.
know I'd love to. I absolutely love you guys. You have to date, and I'm a busy person, and I don't even have time to listen to my regular slate of podcast downloads. But there is at least one show that I have at least listened to all the way through twice, and that's Interrupted Tales. I love you guys. You're
Aw.
hilarious. You always kill it every single year on live stream for The Cure. And you know, I adore you two. You're amazing. Thank you so much for once again setting aside your time and being part of the event. It means the world to me. It really does.
Thank you. We love you.
Thank you. We love this event. We love what you do. All of our lives have been affected by cancer. And this is just a fantastic organization. And thank you for doing this.
A wild
dead for
Drew
Oh,
Hallam has appeared.
What?
That shit was so funny.
I mean,
That was great.
I'm so like, I mean, literally, like when I was so excited the whole way through that segment. I was like, no, I
Wow.
swear to God, if they give me a special episode with a 1-minute voiceover at the beginning, here's our episode from the 5th annual live stream for The Cure. We'll be back with the holiday Eruptiganza 2023.
Yeah.
2 more in the can.
I
This
cannot
is,
wait.
This
That's
is
how, that's how you like
happening.
it in the
This
can.
is happening, Nick. It's happening.
I
It's
am
gonna be
here
awesome.
for it. But Drew Hallam is here. Rob Allen, you're beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much love to you and yours, and you know, good health to everybody that you guys know that has been affected by cancer as well. I love you.
Thank
guys
you,
so much.
sir. Have a
Good
good
luck,
night.
Drew.
Good luck, Drew. Break something. Whatever you got extra of. All right. See you guys.
Mr. Hallam.
Yes, sir.
I love your beautiful face. Thank you so much, everybody, by the way, over there in the chat. Yes, I must dare, says Sean Ennis. Don't tread on him. Stomp irresponsibly, Chris Yaney says.
Dare, Nick, Dare, as
you
your
can-
favorite 1986 Transformers film has that song by Stan Bush, Dare.
Oh, yeah, it'll merge in with the background. It'll merge in with the background. You say hi to her yourself, Krista. She's right here. And then Oh, Christine says, shake that can. Brad says, hashtag moonshine for Drew. And then Sam says, we're coming. Title of your sex tape?
Are we back in 365 days again?
Oh, God, no. No, we're back to Cool Cat Saves the Kids.